guess I was about maybe 12, and the first time that I performed was at this school musical, actually. That was Joseph in the Technicolor Dreamcoat, and I was a brother of Joseph, and my costume was I think literally a Hessian sack, but I had a solo, and it was my first experience, with a microphone, singing to an audience with a spotlight. And I just remember like being in my absolute element, just loving it so much. And my family came up to me afterwards, and they're like, "Missy, we didn't realise you could sing." And I was like, "Yeah, neither did I. Isn't it cool?" And so then I just started performing more and more, and I just developed this real love of singing. And that was before I started actually, writing my own songs and singing my own songs. So that the songwriter thing kind of came later. But initially, I just wanted to sing in any capacity. He was in a jazz band, and growing up as a family, we always used to go and watch him perform. And then eventually, he after that night, I think when he saw me in that musical, he was like, "Why don't you come and sing with my band?" So I ended up, every weekend going into these little smoky jazz venues in Melbourne and singing jazz songs. When I play in Melbourne a lot, either my dad or my brother comes up and plays piano, because they're both really great piano players. Some of my earliest memories are of hearing him play piano up the back of the house, and he got all of us learning music in the first place. I think what kept me grounded in the early days was just having a really solid family. They were always really, really supportive. My parents are kind of used to having musician kids, so they definitely kept me grounded, and I'm really close to them as well. And I got a really great manager who I would trust with my life, and he really, since the beginning, he's had my best interest at heart. And I've always had quite a strong idea of where I want to go and how I do and don't want to be represented, and I've made sure that I've really stuck to that, and I've not compromised myself along the way. So I think from the beginning I've had this firm idea of who I am, musically. I'm still asking all the other questions constantly, but musically I was like, I want to stick to what I know that I do best, and I don't want to try and be anyone else. I still play All for Believing quite a lot. It was the first song on my first album, and a lot of people know it. And I wrote it when I was 15, but I can still relate to it, I guess, and I still enjoy playing it, luckily enough, because I know a lot of songs that I wrote in the early days I can't stand to listen to now, but luckily I don't mind that one now. It's interesting that you kind of adopt or adapt old songs to current situations or emotions that you can relate to in the present day, because you can't keep on reliving the moment that you wrote the song about when you were 15, obviously.